So the first thing you do is, okay, it gives you the stuff of the square and everything like that, and it wants you to make an equation that passes through BD. So here's B and here's D. So what makes this kind of hard is, you know, figuring out what the slope is, where it hits Y. So one thing that I'm drawn to is me drawing this line a little bit is I got noticed something when I drew this line. First of all, it's negative, so I should have negative slope. And I look at all those, and those do have negative slope, so that means all these could be the answer. Now, another thing I notice is these aren't all in the same form. So if I look at here through negative 1, there's not a chance that that's not going to hit negative 1. So I could eliminate that one right there. So I'm using y equals mx plus b to solve this without actually using it yet. Now I'm going to show you the proper way in a second, but I'm going to eliminate some things right here. Also, right here, this hits negative 1 too. Just by drawing that line, there's no way that's going to hit negative 1, so I know it's not D is there as well. Okay, everyone follow? So I already narrowed down to 2 multiple choice questions. And what I'm going to do is just distribute here. So that's y is equal to negative 3x plus 3. So I narrowed down to these 2 questions, and they are a little bit different. And I can use rise or run to find out what the slope of that line is. So I don't even have to use fancy formulas or anything like that. So I'm right here, so I'm just going to count. So I start at 6, and I'll just count all the way down there. So I go down 6, I go down 6 more, so I go down 12. Then I look, and I go over, I'm right here at like negative 1.5, so there's 1, 2. And so I know what you're thinking a little bit, so I'm right here. So if you notice, these go by 2s. So I'm going to go back up one more second. I just noticed it now. It doesn't go by 1. So here's 2 and 4. So I actually ran 4. So you have to watch always when you're rising and running. They're never ever going to give you where the increments are even numbers like 1. So if you notice, they jump around. They go by 2s. Okay? So when I reduce that, my rise over 1, which is negative 3, so the only one it could possibly be is B. Now, there's another way to do this as well, where you could find out what these points are right here. And you could find out what these points are right here and use the slope formula. So you could have used this as 3 right here. So that's 3, negative 6. And you could have used that point right there. That is negative 1, 6. Use the slope formula. You would have got n equals negative 3. And the only one it could be is A or B. And you could have just looked at that one. No, it's not going to hit through negative 1. So the only one it could